They called her the girl with 1,000 songs. Her name was Arya Khan, and her voice was said to heal broken hearts. In tiny cafes, people cried when she sang. In empty church halls, her voice soared like prayer. And when she auditioned for the National Talent Gala, the judges stood in silence, goosebumps covering their skin. This was her moment, her dream. The night, she would prove that the daughter of a factory worker and a seamstress could rise higher than anyone believed. But then, under the brightest lights of her life, she opened her mouth and nothing came out. Not a whisper, not a note, just silence. Panic wrapped around her throat. The orchestra played, the crowd leaned in, but Arya froze. The girl with 1,000 songs had become the singer of silence. She ran off stage, her tears mixing with sweat. Within hours, headlines spread. Arya's career ends before it begins. A fraud exposed. She choked. She spent weeks in hospitals. The doctors called it psychogenic aphonia, a voice lost not because of damage to the vocal cords, but because of emotional trauma. Her childhood poverty, her father's death, the years of being told, "You're nothing." All the pain had caught up to her. Her body shut her voice away. And the world was cruel. Strangers online mocked her. Friends stopped calling. Even family whispered, maybe this dream was never meant for her. She sat alone, headphones on but no music playing. Just silence. Endless silence. But in that silence, something shifted. Arya began to notice things she had ignored before. She heard the tired sigh of her mother returning from a double shift. She heard the laughter of children playing football in narrow alleys. She heard the midnight cries of a woman in her apartment building after a fight with her husband. The world was full of songs, even without melody. Arya started writing again. At first, just scattered words in her notebook. Strength, mother, survival. Then, full lyrics. Not about fame, not about glory, but about life. About the women who worked in silence. The women who carried pain with dignity. The women who were never given a stage. Her silence was becoming her greatest teacher. Arya returned. Not to concert halls, but to the streets. She stood on sidewalks with her notebook, reciting her lyrics instead of singing them. Her first audience: a tired janitor, a street vendor, and 2 little girls eating ice cream. But as she spoke, people stopped. Her words carried weight. They weren't polished songs, but truth. Soon, she was performing in community centers, women's shelters, schools. She became known as the singer in silence. The woman who spoke for those who could not speak, who gave voice to pain without needing one herself. And though her voice never returned, her impact grew louder than any melody. Years later, Arya received an unexpected letter. It was from the very same National Talent Gala that had once destroyed her. They invited her back, not to sing, but to share her story. The night of the show, the hall was filled with thousands. Cameras flashed. The world watched the girl who had once lost everything. She stepped onto the stage. The lights burned bright. She held the microphone, her heart pounding, and she whispered, "I thought losing my voice was the end. But it was the beginning. Because music isn't just sound, it's the truth we carry." And the truest songs are not always sung. They are lived. The audience rose to their feet. Thunderous applause. Some cried, some cheered. Some simply held their hearts. Aria never sang again. But she became something greater. A voice for the voiceless. Say symbol for every woman told to be quiet. Proof that even in silence, you can still be heard. And from that day forward, she was no longer the girl who lost her voice. She was the singer in silence. Emotional roller coaster, from glory to downfall, to rediscovery. Deeply relatable to women's struggles, silenced, underestimated, mocked, but rising stronger. Powerful life lesson. Your silence, your scars, your truth, they are your song. Cinematic pacing perfect for a 15-minute video or speech with dramatic pauses, music shifts, and emotional beats.